Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. And what I'm not watching is dolphins. Did spot some last night, but haven't got much good footage here right in the channel. I've seen them in the distance and it's just luck of the draw. I'm sure if I camped out here all day, I would eventually find some. I think they're hiding from me. And I'm pretty sure they're doing it on purpose. By the way, a very nice lady left me a nice correction yesterday in the comments that for me to stop calling them dolphins because they're not dolphins, they're porpoises. And Mary, there are no porpoises in this area. There are no porpoises in the Gulf of Mexico. And you could verify facts if you would double check, especially if you're going to correct somebody. Okay? They're dolphins. I know them by name. Wonder what kind of palm trees they are. Hey Mary, what kind of palm trees are those? I was just about to film Kevin and his buddies, these seagulls. And I noticed they all took off at once and headed in one direction, excuse me. And these things just sense when someone's giving away free food. I guess someone over here, one of the workers, made a mistake of feeding one of the seagulls, and then of course he invited 3,000 of his friends, and now they will be pestered for the rest of the day and probably decorated with bird poop. Isn't it ironic? You feed them and they thank you by pooping on you. They're still working on that house. Kevin, what's with you and your buddies? Tell them to get it together. Show some pride. Speaking of food, Kevin, come back. Not a whole lot of wind happening. It's supposed to pick up this evening. But I got some grub to cook. Well, in the mail yesterday, I got this blackened Saskatchewan rub from my friend Bree. Check her channel out, TGIF. There's a link in the description. And I got my pan and everything out. And I don't use butter or anything. I always use spray pan. And even though I got a little bit left in here, I can't get any out other than those few drops. And I've already been to Wally World this morning, and I want to try to cook this awesome $2.99 cross-cut shank. I don't know how it's going to come out. There's my $3 steak. And I'm hoping the natural fat of the steak will use that just sounds pretty, doesn't it? The fat of the steak will replace the oil that I don't have. And trust me, I know this is not how you're supposed to cook a shank steak. I'm using what I got. Maybe we'll let that sit for about 10 minutes and cut into it and see what happens. Well, it's an improperly cooked $3 steak, but it certainly has a lot of flavor. Got some green beans in the drippings. This was excellent. Bree, thank you very much. This $3 steak tastes great. I appreciate it. I'm going to try it on some other things. If you guys would like to try it out, check your store. I'm going to put a link to Amazon. If you want to go on Amazon and check it out. Thank you again, Bree. Check out her channel, guys. TGIF. Link in description. Those, where you going, buddy? Those nice people fishing. Gave Eugene a fish. They call him George. Everyone knows George is his middle name. Not a whole lot of wind happening. You happy now, buddy? It's supposed to pick up this evening. They were in yesterday afternoon's video. I got some grub to cook. Very nice couple. And this is my hangout spot. Sorry about the wind, guys. There's a black skimmers right there. And there's the one that doesn't have his colors. Those are the chicks. Their colors aren't fully developed. And these are like late bloomers. As they get a little bit older, their colors will fill in. And they'll look like those three. What the hell is Eugene doing? He wants to run these skimmers off, but he's approaching them real slow. And if there was a baby chick there, a blue heron would have no trouble scoffing them up. So all the black skimmers took off. And now Eugene is strutting. There's a butterfly, Eugene. He must be full because those people gave him fish and he walked away from them. He's having a little drink of water there. So I think in yesterday afternoon's video, the question was, what do you do all day? This is what I do all day. Look at birds and then Google and see if I can figure out what the hell they're doing. My last office had no windows. This office is much better. So it is just before sundown, the golden hour. I'm here reading my tablet. Started a new book today. That is a great blue heron. His name is Eugene. And these guys are at it again. Last week we filmed them having a little bumper bender right at this same spot. And some are better than others. They're tacking right now, going right into the wind. I think some of these people are relatively new to the sport. I believe it's just a little club that gets together. Not a whole lot of wind happening. These boats all look familiar this evening. And they're doing their best not to run into each other. I got some grub to cook. Last week, one of the people went into the water for a little bit. No one was injured. And I don't know if they just had a little minor collision there. But they're going with the wind now, so everyone's coming back at a much smoother rate. Seems like they spread out a little bit for the return journey, which maybe they should have done when they were going into the wind. Pretty cool. It's nice when I can stay in one spot like this and things come to me. And glancing up from reading, I'd see a dolphin surface or a pelican come by. It's a good spot. And I get some shade. Nice cross breeze too coming through. That wind is just blowing hot though. So apologize if there's any wind noise. I think we're going to have our basic standard sunset tonight. For as windy as it is, the water is pretty smooth. Hey guys, I hope you're all having a good day. I really appreciate the time you guys take to watch the videos. It's a huge help
and I appreciate you. Thanks for riding along today. Thanks for watching.